Hello everyone, welcome to another sharing of Wisdom Bits. Today I would like to share with you a beautiful topic that is suitable for anybody, any profession, any walk of life. So we hear about rest, and sometimes we hear as rest in peace, and we see this mentioned in many places. And some consider it something to be a thing that is after death. You work all your life, then after you die, you rest. Or it is just put into a graveyard, or carved on a stone, or written as a message. You see comments, no? But is it actually something that is done after death? Why can we not have rest uh, while we are alive? Surely a person can have rest after their that lifespan is finished. But surely we can have rest, and it is more important also. So in ancient times, they showed this rest in three ways. This is applicable for anybody. Number one is physical rest. A person at some point in the day and life, they need some rest. So we say we are busy and all. Yeah, sometimes there is a struggle to for survival or life itself. But within that, there's a part that we want, we are running after. And some people, even when they are doing good, they cannot stop themselves. We see them running one after the other until they become elderly, and then their time is finished. And then they'll start the same process in the next life. This will never end. So we should be wise. We do all these things to have some rest as well as some peace in life, some happiness. So we should allocate some time for some physical rest also. Otherwise, the body and all, it will just collapse, or it shows signs that it needs rest, and then you become ill very quickly. This mechanism cannot run, and definitely it will hinder your mind also. And more we have worked upon, uh, we should have some time to rest. It's not like we finish something and then jump to the next and run. This is never ending. Some people say they are retired, but they start something else, or they even don't have the time when they were as before when they were working. You see this in all societies, but it's something to do with the mind also, and their behavior and habitual patterns. So physical rest is a must, just like for a child as for an adult. And why are we working all these things, no, if we don't even have time to rest or breathe? So we should have some time for ourselves. And the next one is mental rest. Mental rest means there are some things that are negative that attack the mind. For example, all these things like the wantings, no, the desires, if they are reachable or not, but still the mind craves for these things. Not that you cannot reach them, but the problem is you suffer because of this, and it hinders the mind. Then there's anger, frustration, irritation, agitation. Then the monkey mind that always wanders, cannot anchor itself. Then remorse, sloth, and torpor, like the lazy, lethargic mind and doubtful mind. So these we can see clearly, not in a work environment only, even in relationship, household, uh, any place. These are really hindering people's minds. So if you can find some rest from that, that is rest for the mind. And finally, when a person gets rid of the negatives forever. So that's why things like meditation plays a big part, especially in the mind. You can relax the body also, and as well as you can relax the mind, and at least have a strong concentration to stop these five hindrances or the negatives from attacking. And later, what you can do is you can focus on deeper stages of meditation, and you can remove these defilements forever, like greed, hate, anger, and delusion or ignorance. Then there it is the real uh, rest for the person, the mind, and even physicality. And this is not something a person achieves after death. It can be achieved while they are well and alive. So let's take this message to our lives and see why we are working for. What are we doing? Are we having enough rest in our lives? Isn't it the reason we are working so hard? Maybe most of our lives, most of the hours of the day, to go for work, come back, then get ready, go the next morning, and it goes on. So just consider, and especially the rest for the mind. Have some peace and happiness, and definitely at some point focus on total happiness, total peace, total rest. Then we can rest in peace. When we are well and alive, and even afterwards, forever even. So let us take this message to our hearts and minds, and I wish you all the very best.